a strong, strong, it breaks a strong, strong line. And anything less makes me feel like I'm wasting my time. But the pain and frustration.
Bill Callahan is an American singer and songwriter. He started his musical career working under the name Smog as an experimental lo-fi artist using bad instruments and poor quality recording equipment. And under the name Smog, he recorded 14 albums between 1990 and 2005. He then switched to using his real name, Bill Callahan, and as far as I understand, became a bit more mainstream with his music, and has produced 8 albums under that name between 2007 and 2022. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was Bill Callahan's 3rd album released under his own name, but the 14th overall of his canon. And we've had, I think, 2 Bill Callahan albums and 1 Smog album already in this list. And I have to say, I'm getting used to his work, and I'm looking forward to his albums. So I would describe this as singer-songwriter. There's some kind of musical elements to it that are maybe different from some others, but it's definitely all about the voice and the words here, and he's got a great delivery, I think. It's a laconic kind of bass voice, and he sings quite quietly, but it's got a nice expression with it. It's got kind of a rich voice, so this is kind of in the tradition of people like Leonard Cohen and people of that ilk. The songs about, I think the songwriting's the real hero here. The songs about metaphors and life and mixed ideas and kind of telling stories, but with snapshots here. But the whole thing has a feel of quite a grand vision to it in terms of the songs, and interesting. Really sure what all the songs are about. I certainly picked up some of them. Musically, it's got this kind of feel where it feels empty, but that's because it's expansive. It's not actually empty, and there's often quite reasonable amount going on, but there's plenty of space in it. There's obviously kind of normal kind of rhythm section backing at times, but not always drums or percussion. There's acoustic guitar, and there's other things at times, and sometimes there's other percussive percussion instruments going on. And the whole kind of feel is kind of like a folky Americana thing. And there's I would say, some really nice grooves to this. I think, so I always shy away a bit from doing too much comparison. I try not to kind of go, it's like such an album. And because if you're watching this and you don't know that album, then that doesn't help you at all. Having given that caveat, I think compared to some of his other albums, I feel like the emphasis was more on the music as well as the songwriting. I think that the actual musical backing is quite interesting on this album. There's some really nice piano playing, especially on the track "One Fine Morning." It takes its time. It's a bit like a lazy stroll. I like that. It's got this very kind of relaxed feel to it. So I definitely found myself looking forward to his albums. I looked forward to this album, and I wasn't disappointed. I would say that this is a good, strong album. And like I say, I felt that the arrangements and the music was better than some of his albums. So that's what I think. As always, at this point, I'd like to invite you to tell me what you think about this by writing a song about it and recording it and making a video, and then telling me where to find it. Or if you can't be bothered to go through all that, why not just leave a comment in the comments. That's it from me for now.
just me and the skeleton crew. We're gonna ride out in a country kind of silence.